All right, so as we mentioned, it is the time to go ahead and answer your mailbag questions here on the 49ers Report mailbag video. I'm going to get to as many as I possibly can here. Again, if I don't get to yours, keep spamming it down below in the chat because I'm telling you, we got a bunch of people watching right now and a bunch of people who have a ton of questions. And that starts us off with our first one of the day. It is a super chat, and that means he goes first. David, my man, I appreciate you. Top 5 free agents we should keep but can't. Ooh, that one is very, very good. You know, Sherman goes on this list because I want to keep him, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to. I think that they're going to try, but they probably want to go with Verrett over him. I think that they're going to let a guy like Tevin Coleman go. I think they're going to let a guy like Kevin Witherspoon and probably Emmanuel Moseley go as well. That's, what, 4? I'm trying to think of another one right here on the list. I think they're going to keep Kyle Juszczyk, keep Trent Williams, try and keep Brett or Richard Sherman. So I guess you pick one of those two guys and throw them up there. But they have, 15 plus in-house free agents right now, and a lot of them are going to go ahead and be let go. A guy possibly like Kendrick could go ahead and be gone. Trent Taylor could be gone as well. It's a big list. We're going to do this whole video with the whole list later on, maybe next week, so stay tuned for that. But I think you can bet most of the cornerbacks are going to be gone. They're probably going to pick 1 or 2 to keep, and the rest, they're going to let them walk into free agency. Jack Cohen says, what are the chances that Deshaun Watson even gets traded at all? I would say not great. Again, I know the rumors came out today that potentially Deshaun Watson wants to be traded. I'm getting a ton of questions about that right now, and rightfully so. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League. I still think it's very unlikely. This is a guy who is, seriously, one of the best young quarterbacks in the National Football League. Now, not denying he'd be fantastic in a 49er uniform. Goodness gracious, can you imagine Kyle Shanahan and Deshaun Watson together? It'd be stupid. It'd be unbelievable, but it would cost so much to trade for this guy. And so, honestly, I don't see it happening. I would not get your hopes up. Don't order your number 4 Deshaun Watson Niner jerseys yet, but we will probably see plenty of potential trade packages and people, mocking him to the 49ers just because San Francisco has a quarterback, not problem right now, but also, not necessarily a smooth situation of the quarterback spot right now for the 49ers. Okay, Jiminy Cricket asks, Dan Quinn for DC. Those defenses in Seattle were nasty. Yeah, that's kind of my top pick right now. I did a video on this just the other day, and we'll talk more about that here in just 1 second, but I like Dan Quinn. I obviously have been in interview rooms. I've interviewed Dan Quinn before in Falcon press conferences here in Atlanta. He's a great guy. He works well with the media, and I think he's a great defensive coach. He's not a great head coach overall, but as I said, I think my top external pick right now would be Dan Quinn. I think Dan Quinn will probably go ahead and interview with the 49ers. The problem is you need Saleh to leave first, as we expect, and then you can go ahead and do an interview like they want to do with probably a lot of the top guys overall. But Dan Quinn is my top external pick overall, and I feel very good about his chances of not only being a defensive coordinator going forward here in the future, but possibly being one in San Francisco. Now, if you missed my Robert Saleh defensive coordinator replacement videos, it's over on the channel. And so after this video, I just head over that way, and you'll see this thumbnail, which you can probably see right over here. And that will take you to, I think I listed 8 of them. There's a bunch of potential candidates. So go ahead and check that video out. You can also go to youtube.com/49ers TV. You can go there as well, or just go ahead and click back to our channel. You guys know where to find it. If you missed it, though, definitely check it out because I talk about not only Dan Quinn, D'Amico Ryans, Matt Patricia, there's a bunch of them you see there, even more than what you see on the thumbnail right now. Now, I'll let you guys this, though. Who should the 49ers hire if Robert Saleh leaves, or when Robert Saleh leaves? I think we all expect him to go ahead and leave here pretty soon. Get those comments down below in the comment section right now. Someone says Matt Patricia. Maybe he was good in, I talked about this in the video. He's great with the Patriots, not good at all with the Detroit Lions. And so you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt overall. But this is going to be a pinned comment down below in the comments section. So give me your names right now on who they should go ahead and hire to replace Robert Saleh. Again, I'm expecting him to leave. It's not a guarantee, but I think y'all can agree he's probably going somewhere pretty soon. All right, next question here is a super chat from Domo, right to the front, as they always are. He says, hear me out. Jimmy restructures his contract. It's not a quarterback to sit under Jimmy at 12, Trask. Also, if he does restructure, what does it look like? He doesn't really need to restructure his contract. Honestly, the contract is very team-friendly right now. There is no dead cap money if the Niners wanted to go ahead and cut Jimmy Garoppolo. They could move a little bit more money back, but restructuring is not going to be massive for the 49ers, even though, like you said, they probably will do it. Trask at 12 is tough. Listen, I like the idea of drafting a quarterback and putting him on the bench to learn for the Kyle Shanahan system. We've heard it's hard to learn early on. 12 is too high for Kyle Trask. If you're going to take a quarterback at number 12, you want to get someone who is, I think, had a little more NFL upside, like a Zach Wilson from BYU. I think Trask is a late first-round guy who might move up into the mid-first round just because the need for quarterbacks is going to be so high. But, I mean, I'm all for, having somebody sit, but I also know that if we take a quarterback in the first round, he probably has to play in the 2021 season, so it creates a little bit of a quarterback controversy. Khalid Garcia says, what would we need to give for Gilmore? So Bleacher Report says a second. So, I mean, definitely not a first. He's too old for a first. If you could get Stephon Gilmore for a third, I am done, all for it. Let's go. Second, you got to think about it because there's some good players in the draft. They're probably a lot cheaper overall. But, I mean, listen, a second-round draft is what Bleacher Report said in their little, mocking players and potential trades. And so we'll say a second. David, another super chat, another question he wants answered. Gilmore, Moseley, Verrett, and who would be the shutdown corners? As in saying, what if they had all three of those guys? I mean, all three of those guys, what you would do is put Gilmore and probably Moseley on the outside and then Verrett at the slot. I'd rather do Gilmore, Verrett, and K'Wan Williams, though. I think that'd be an absolutely nasty secondary, really good. Or even Sherman and Gilmore. I think you put Gilmore and either Verrett or Sherman, and then K'Wan Williams, who they need to re-sign. I think he's one of the better corners they have. Back at the nickel, he's a great nickel cornerback overall. I think that'd be a nasty cornerback group. I mean, it would be really, really good, and I think that they would it's at least top 10, right? I mean, it's got to be at least top 10. So I feel very good and very safe saying that two of the three plus Gilmore would be very, very good. Okay, speaking of staying safe, the 49er face masks are on sale right now. They're up to 75% off. So I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys this deal right now. The link will be down below in the description box. They have a ton of masks, all in different sizes, flavors, whatever you want to call it. They are all on sale right now. Chatsports.com/49mask. Up to 75% off. A lot of the 3-packs are on sale. So the red, white, and blue ones, the 3 red pack one you see on your screen right now, or do you like these 3 ones? There's a bunch of different options you can go ahead and jump in on. The link is down below in the description box. Chatsports.com/49mask. And the majority of them are up to almost 75% off. So check out those deals because guess what? We're all wearing masks. We're all still wearing masks. Unfortunately, it's how the world is. And so why not look good and hurt the 49ers while staying safe at the same time? Okay, let's go to our next super chat here from Robert, who says 49ers will sign Zach Wilson or Watson. Is this a question? Is this a statement? What do we think about this one? Listen, the problem with Zach Wilson is he's going to go inside the top 10. So you got to move up. And if you move up, then you're giving up more draft capital. And, of course, Deshaun Watson is going to cost an arm and a leg. And so I saw an article today that said the Jets were the best fit for Watson because the Jets have the second overall draft pick and have a bunch of cap space. They could offer more for Deshaun Watson. That, to me, would be a more likely landing spot than something like the 49ers. But both those quarterbacks, or one of them, would be really fun. At least admit and say that overall. Goodness gracious, Deshaun Watson would be, it's just exciting even thinking about it. It'd be crazy. Okay. It's Flame says, how much do you think Bosa or Debo will want at the end of their contract? Jeez, I don't even want to think about that right now. But let's say a lot. Nick Bosa is going to be paid probably the highest defensive end in the National Football League. If he plays as well as he did his rookie year, if not better, he had 12 sacks his rookie year, then goodness gracious, he's going to get a lot of money. Debo, we see a little bit more from Debo Samuel. He's a great young talent, injured a little bit too much. If he stays healthy, he's going to get a big contract, probably in the $14-15 million range. But I'm scared about how much Nick Bosa is going to get. Nick Bosa is going to get it makes my head hurt thinking about how much Nick Bosa is going to want. But he's going to deserve it. Look what his brother got. Joey got a massive contract. Nick Bosa's got a couple years, but he's going to want a lot of money as well. Okay, ask you guys this. Name a free agent you guys want the 49ers to go ahead and sign this offseason. Spam the comment section right now. Name a free agent. Is there one out there you really want the 49ers to go ahead and re-sign? Maybe it's an in-house guy. Maybe it's Trent Williams. You spam Trent Williams down below in the comment section. Maybe it's, Curtis Samuels, a free agent and wide receiver from the Carolina Panthers. Who knows who your name or your player is? But spam the comments. So this is Andrew Luck. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, although I would take him. What is Andrew Luck doing these days? He disappeared. I don't know. Is he alive? I just did a picture of Andrew Luck in years. Cam Newton, are you crazy? Alex Mack is old, guys. Kenny Galladay, Juice, Curtis Samuel, Galladay. Okay, so some other comments in there. I'm not going to read this. Some good ones, though. Curtis Samuel, Trace McSorley. Goodness gracious, where are we getting these names from overall? Trent and Verrett, yeah, I would agree with that. Reuben Foster, no, I don't think that'll happen. Justin Simmons, maybe. Hunter Henry, I don't think they need Hunter Henry. Keep spamming those comments down below. We'll name a free agent the Niners should go ahead and sign this offseason. And, of course, again, just while we're at it, make sure you guys are subscribed. I'm telling you, I ask you guys to subscribe a lot. but I mean it right now because I'm telling you, we have so much content coming this offseason. I mean, the bosses and I have discussed so many different videos that are going to be really, really good to get you prepared for the offseason. I want to be able to not only give you the news and the rumors, but also educate you on what players they can go ahead and grab. That way, if they grab them, you know who they are. So make sure you guys are subscribed down below. Big red subscribe button in the comment section. Okay, Justin Rose says, maybe it's the golfer Justin Rose. Who knows? If he is there at 12 in the draft, would you draft Jaycee Horn, cornerback, South Carolina? You know, I like Caleb Farley a little bit better. I think he's the number 2 cornerback behind Patrick Surtain right now in the NFL draft. If Surtain is there at 12, you draft him instantly. He is like incredibly good. I'm a huge fan of his, but he's not going to be there at 12. It's really between Horn and Caleb Farley, between number 2 and number 3 in terms of the cornerback spots. But it's really whoever's available, I think. And if you need a cornerback at that spot, because they could trade for Stephon Gilmore, so who knows?